Hello, mates. Welcome to the SOS podcast. I'm here with my good friends as usual. And this is episode 21.
You should have said mates.
Yeah,
Mates.
So what's up?
Logan.
Episode 21.
Episode 21.
We're legal.
Yes.
I feel like it's actually
legal.
like for people, anybody that's listening, it's probably pretty like, what the fuck? Why did he bring it in like that?
They're like, is this the real podcast?
Like,
it is
did I
a real
click on the wrong
podcast.
one?
It is a real podcast.
Do they have alternate
Should
versions?
I change my language to
for different
Australian?
regions of the United
They're
States?
just trying to. No. I meant America, like U.S.
The
No.
Australia series.
It's a broken
Siri.
German.
Oh,
There you
God,
go.
please don't.
That worked. So it's episode 21.
You're
It
already
is.
sinking into the couch.
I'm
natural?
always sunk into the couch. I can't not do it. At
So
all.
I'm
Is it that corner?
Yeah, I'm thick.
Seize.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Logan, how was we haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because some people went to Florida.
So take a guess on how my last 2 weeks went.
Better than your one before that.
But they
You bought a truck?
pretty normal. Yeah. Finally, the last time we were here, I was looking for a truck. Finally found one. Fucking drove to Michigan to hopefully drive it home. Didn't drive it home. Got delivered a couple days later.
Oh, they dropped it off to you.
They did drop it off to me.
Did you have to pay for that, or is it
was
free?
nice. No, it's free. I mean, I think they thought that I was like pretty upset that I couldn't drive it home. They're like, oh, you know what? Like, we'll
drop
bring
it.
We'll bring it to you. But they ended up putting brand new tires on it. Fucking
Oh damn.
oil change, detail, fucking everything. And I was just kind of played the
Fuck
card
yeah.
of like, man, I really was hoping I'd get to drive us home. I gotta have
Why
my
couldn't
dad.
you drive it home?
Well, so when I bought my Ford, I went to Defiance to get it, and the bank basically they docu-signed everything to me, and I
Uh-huh.
could just sign it, and the
Yeah.
bank basically took credit over the truck, and so the bank basically was like, okay, it's not on him anymore, it's on us. If you don't get your money, it's on us.
Yes, we
Tried to
said
do that in Michigan, and the financial guy was a fucking twat, bro. Like he was fucking straight frat boy, fucking flop hair, like fucking popped collar polo and shit. He was like, no, we don't do that in Michigan. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I did this on my last one. Like I was really
Like, what do you
hoping I
mean?
could
Like,
leave.
I have proof of funding.
No, the bank. Like he talked to my lady on the bank. And was like, well, but the credit, like it'll be on us. He's like, no, we don't do that in Michigan. Like we need to check. And I was like, okay. Well, I'm not driving an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes to my bank.
Check, like you need to do it through them.
No, he needed a check from my bank because I had all my financing already
the
figured
bank
out.
needed to give him a check.
Right. So if I would have done the financing through them, I could have taken it home. But
Yeah.
my financing was already done.
Yeah.
But
You had it pre-done because you had to all the shit you had to do.
Yeah. And he was like, no, we don't do that. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, like that might be an Ohio thing, but we don't do that in Michigan. And I was like, okay.
It's like literally they're gonna wire transfer you the money as soon
Right. Well,
as-
no, he's like, well, they could wire transfer it, but that'll take like 3 days to process. And then everybody I talked to was like, no, you can wire transfer that and be done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, that'll take like 3 to 5 days. So like, yeah, I need a check here right now. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not driving an hour and 40 minutes. It was already fucking like 2:30. By the time I drive to Fremont, get the check, and fucking drive all the way back to fucking halfway through Michigan, I was like, I'm not doing that, dude. Like, if you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna go find a new truck and he's
Somewhere
like,
else that's
yeah.
gonna let me do what I need to
Which,
do.
granted, I couldn't find one anywhere else.
Yeah, but he don't know that.
So he was like, the manager was like, oh, you know what? Like, well, I got 2 guys. Like, we'll bring it to you. And it ended up being like 4 days later. But
So did they send it? Did they come bring it to you and you hand them a check?
yeah, so I just picked
What
up.
if they would have drove all the way there and you're like, I don't have a check?
All right. I mean, they would have just drove home. Yeah, so I just got the check and they drove it to me and it all worked out.
Where'd you
good.
go through? Fremont Federal?
Mm-hmm.
I bet they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she was. She's like, I do this all the time. And I was like, yeah, we did it last time, but apparently in Michigan can't fucking do that. But
Probably was.
yeah,
I don't think
and like
it's
the salesman was
normal.
sweet as shit. The manager was awesome, but as soon as I walked in the fucking office of the finance guy, I knew like just
You're like, this isn't gonna go
instinctually, I was like, this guy's fucking cool, man. And as soon as he started talking, I was like, oh, he's a fucking douche. He had that fucking vibe and demeanor about him where he was like, hey man, I handled the money. Do what I tell you. And I was like, okay. Oh,
Yeah, I was lucky with the Bronco. The financial dude was pretty cool.
And I mean, if it would, assumingly, if it would have been in Ohio, it would have been okay. But I don't know.
I find that hard to believe that Michigan doesn't do that.
Right? I don't know why it would matter. I mean,
Like,
it's
they're gonna-
it's all the same documents. You're just
Yeah.
getting it via email or like actually
Yeah.
to the dealership. I don't know, but
So you
Yeah.
had to go to the bank, get a check, and then hand it to them. when
yeah,
they
he
got
wanted
the
me to
check.
drive a total of fucking 3 and almost a half hours to bring him a check that day, and they didn't have anything done. They had just got in the truck the day before, so like that I would understand.
So
if
they
they're
still
like,
had to clean it. They had to,
yeah. So if he would have been like, yeah, dude, like we just got this yesterday, like we need to do all this shit before we can give it to you, I'd be like, okay, fine. He's
Yeah.
like, no, we don't do anything you're talking about. Like you can't have this truck.
That's weird.
I was
Yeah,
like,
fuck
all
that
right,
dude.
bro.
What was his name?
I don't
Probably like
remember.
Leslie or something
I
like
don't
that.
remember. I don't know. He was a little frat douche. I don't know. But
Probably
yeah,
Chad. He was definitely a Chad.
What else happened this week?
fucking lot of driving, man. Fucking working in Lima. Yeah, like an hour or 3 hours worth of drive time a day. Fucking are working for Norman. He's fucking slave driving my ass. Yeah, that's really about it, man. Not a whole lot new to report. You guys got the exciting stories, so Goldsby, what the fuck did you do?
Let me jump over to Gage and
Yeah, I feel like we should skip them and let them
Yeah,
go
that's a good
last.
idea.
What did I do the past 2 weeks? Not a damn thing.
you hung some stuff up in here.
Oh, I hung some shit in this room. I don't think you can see any of it. No.
Studio's looking more
No, you
studified.
can't. Yeah. Doors. Hopefully, we'll get painted. The rest of the doors up here will get painted this week. And I have a table. It's like a council table, so it's like this wide, and it's this like that size. That's gonna go underneath the TV. So that's gonna get painted black. But other than that, shit will be done in here, and then I can fucking move on to something else.
Oh
That's
yeah.
nice.
You
But
can just take a break and not.
yeah, that's what happened with this, and look, we're still not done.
Didn't hurt anything.
You also been working a bunch.
Yeah, work will slow.
And this is
will
now
slow
when you're
down.
finally slowing down.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about you holding your mic. I don't know why I just feel so
I've held
awkward.
it for like 3 weeks.
I know it's weird. I don't know
We're
why.
looking at it.
Don't look at Gage the whole time.
Yeah, just look somewhere else. All right, so my weeks were
Put your
fine.
blinders on.
How did your guys' past weeks go?
Jordan,
Mine was great.
Yeah, I don't know what is podcast
It was-
worthy. So
It was a lot of fun. Went on a
did
trip.
meth on the beach?
Went on a trip. Did
No
some
meth on the beach.
There was no meth. There's no meth. We did meet a guy that probably did meth on the beach. No, went to Fort Myers Beach, a little mini trip, and it was a
How long were
blast.
you there?
5 days.
How long were you there?
I was the same amount.
Different times.
I got there 2 days later. I stayed 2 days
Staggered.
longer.
And Alex
So-
and Lex were there the whole time.
They were
Yeah,
there
they
a
were
week.
7
Yep,
days,
I
yeah.
was there. Yep. Jordan got there with them Wednesday. He came home a
Jordan
Sunday.
was there the first 5, and you were there this.
Yep.
second
And then I got
last
there
five.
Friday morning, but they didn't get in until Wednesday night at like 11 o'clock.
Oh,
And then I got there at 9 a.m. Friday morning. So, but it was me, Lexi, Kyle, Jordan, and Alex. It was an adventure.
it was
that
Liddy
for sure.
Titty.
City.
City.
Right now it's Jordan's week.
I know.
My week. Yeah, my week.
He's yelling at me for interrupting. That's what he's doing. So
No, I
Yeah,
feel,
no,
I feel like you could have easily just like taken over and gave the story, but I want to hear his story and your story.
you know,
I want to hear the stories.
you guys have
combined.
heard my stories.
No, I haven't.
All it was a very interesting time. There's no rules down in Fort Myers. There's no rules. You can pretty much do whatever you want. It's wild. It's a party all the time, and it was nice. It was really cool. Get some beach time in. Fucking warm ass sun. It's dry down there, so it's
Got
not
some
fucking
nice,
miserable.
Nice sunburn.
Nice sunburn. Just a big old patch. Looked like a raccoon. Chopped up my
Patch, yeah.
stomach.
Yeah, dude, your stomach was.
That's
fucked
not
up.
what you
All
said in the
fucked up.
FaceTime, though.
I don't remember what I said.
No,
It
I
was
wish
probably-
the sound would.
Pretty sure you said that,
that was
it
like,
was like a raccoon jerked off on your chest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
Okay, I might have said that, but I was also extremely intoxicated
For most of the trip.
most of the trip. Yeah, I got the most hungover I've ever gotten in my entire life. I thought it was the first day or the first day after, and it actually was the third. Like it was the second. It's supposed to be the second morning was like the worst hungover I've ever been, and then it happened to be the third because I just started drinking again and it just carried over into the next day, and then it was a 2-day hangover, and it was brutal, extremely brutal. But it was a lot of fun.
I don't know what that feels like.
No, you don't know what
'cause
that
you don't
feels
get
like.
hangovers. Fucking weirdo.
I'll take it.
Only getting older, but yeah, no, it was a really cool time. Got to go roll through Fort Myers and go to Bonita Springs, which is extremely fucking wealthy ass town. Place is crazy. Pretty sure the median household or medium house in that city is over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Median?
Median, yeah.
Holy
Average.
shit.
Average house price is over $1 million.
That's a lot of money.
Dude, you drive
it's
down the
like
strip and
Genoa.
it's just
No, it ain't.
4 or 5 story fucking mansions. Fucking
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a few different beaches and it was a really good time. Definitely go back. I did that, and then my usual bike rides and shit like that. Work.
Hey,
You
Gozy.
really simmered down
Yeah,
that.
that was
trip.
I feel like a super watered down version of what happened.
That was not.
Now you be
that was-
careful
was
and
the
give
G
us
version.
a
That was not what,
PG-13 rated version.
That was not what the text said.
It's a G-rated version for sure.
It was
But
definitely not what the text said.
In this
at all.
scenario, the book is definitely better than the movie.
So now you give us the
Did you just
PG
fart?
the PG.
No, this is about-
Did you hear that? Who said?
I go to
Still,
give
by the
us
way, don't know who burped
give
in
us
that one
the
episode.
PG-13.
Well, from my point of view, so first of all, there's a place in Fort Myers Beach called Lani Kai Resort. Okay, if you look it up, I actually,
dirty as fuck.
I'm
What's it
gonna.
called?
It's called Lani Kai. I want to read you guys the one review.
I was told that this place is like Put-in Bay on steroids.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
essentially, yeah, it is. It is a college resort. That is the dirtiest
It's
place
not
you'll ever
meant to
go
be. I
in
mean,
your
it wasn't
life.
originally
Lani
meant to be
Kai
that. It's just
Island
what
So
it
it's
became.
like the
Fort
it's like the
Myers.
swim up bar at Put-in Bay, like but everywhere.
Yeah,
Correct.
It's got 4.1 stars. It's
I
a
don't know.
2-star hotel.
No, as I say, it's a 2-star.
Yeah.
It is not a.
God damn it, Norman's got to go there for vacation like every
It's
single
100
year.
It's 170
not
bucks a
there.
night.
We didn't stay there.
Yeah,
we
but
just
isn't it
went
right
there.
across
No,
the
it's
street?
4 miles from there.
Oh,
So
I
this
thought it
place,
was like
but
right
this
across
is
the road.
downtown. This place is downtown. Like
Yeah.
this is
Still, it's right there.
It's in Times Square. Is what it's
correct.
called.
So let me read the
Way
review.
down in New
I feel
York.
like that's a trademark. You can't just call something Times Square if it's not.
This is
Times
the
Square.
southern Times Square, dude.
So the one review of the hotel or the place in general, it says the Lani Kai is a dirty rat hole. Stay here if you want bed bugs, lice, and
And
food
herpes.
poisoning. Don't trust anyone here.
Which is totally
like
correct. All the above is
Rooflin?
correct. Yes,
Yeah.
dude, it is the dirtiest place. But we ended up there every night,
That's what Norman told
and
me.
we partied our asses off,
We
dude.
did.
I'm talking the hardest I've ever partied in my life. Their pours were doubles.
Yeah.
Their single pours were over double pours.
And
It was
Asked Alex-
definitely a 2.5 to 3 ounce pour every
Alex
time.
said
Yes.
every time we ordered a shot, it was a double shot every time.
And all we did was fireball after fireball after
I don't
fireball.
understand that. Why?
That's all Jordan ordered.
But why?
I don't know. It happens. It flows.
Like I agree with what Kyle said yesterday. Fireball's good if it's cold out, like maybe a snowboarding trip or you're outside working or whatever.
Like
It warms you
hot
up a
and
little.
sweaty, just fireball
Correct.
after fireball. Why?
Yeah, rotten nutsacks.
Oh yeah, let's just pour the doubles all night. Rotten nutsacks. Let me
At
have
one
'em.
point, we had like 4 or 5 cups of it. It was like he ordered shots for a bunch of us. Actually, it was Saturday night when all the girls were there, and we had them lined up on the bar. And literally, we were all like, "That's a bottle." They give us
It's
the
an entire
equivalent of
bottle.
an entire bottle, and it was like 6
In
shots.
like 6 shots.
Sick.
No, it wasn't cool. I was kind of pissed. I'm like, I'll give you $50 a shot if you give me a normal.
I'll give you 6 times what I'm paying
We
for
were
this. If you
definitely the
give
only
me,
people to ever bitch about them giving us too much alcohol.
Well, I'm trying to remember. It's vacation. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember this shit.
But even the
They're
first
trying
night,
to make me forget.
like even the first night,
they,
Kyle was pissed.
they want you to forget you're there because it looks like shit.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
Definitely.
The first night Kyle was pissed because he's like he ordered a Crown Apple and Sprite like he always does, and it's usually a little clear. Like I mean, it's not, but this shit was dark. Like this almost. I mean, it looked like,
Looked like Crown
It
Apple.
looked like Crown Apple. Yeah. So,
So
yes,
did something happen in the Jeep?
you just want
We tried to get arrested. That's what happened.
So we had
This story's off the books.
Yeah.
there's some things
Think
that
of
aren't
it.
going to be repeated from the text messages,
Okay.
but I will
Yeah,
tell you
book-
one of the highlights
book
that Jordan
better
left
than
out
movie.
was the Well, no, the people that are listening just didn't pay for the movie. That's the problem.
They're paying for their. What do you mean they didn't buy the book?
You can check it out on our Patreon account.
Our soon to be
Yeah,
Patreon.
Is it even worth it then if they have to pay for it?
I think our Patreon account should just be like me taking screenshots of our group message and posting them.
Or the videos that I got from Alani Kai.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Or
Because
Jordan.
there's the one video I have is Jordan dancing with a 50-year-old woman.
There's actually older people there too. It's not all
Well,
like.
the
that's
first
the
night,
weird part
it was
about it.
50 and over.
That's the
We're
weird
the
part
youngest
about
people
it.
in there
No.
by 20
So
years.
it's not like a strictly like college like
No,
23 and younger bar.
You go there to, it's like it's a nightclub.
It is definitely like a nightclub. They have a band. They usually have a DJ or whatever. And that's like the only place that I noticed was a dance floor. But Fort Myers Beach in general is known to be an older community.
Right. But I thought you were saying that like this resort was like 23 and younger.
They
Not like
they have a partnership with a
not
retirement
like
home.
by rule, but
It's
like
the
no,
cheapest
it's the
resort on the
cheapest,
island,
yes.
and
Okay.
colleges go there. People
It's
flock
known to be
there
a
for-
party place.
Yes.
So that's
And
why
it
it's
has
a younger
partner-
Really?
crowd.
I guess
it's a paid
it's like-
partnership with the
it's
retirement
like
home down
Panama
the street.
City. They can't do that anymore, right?
What do you mean?
Correct.
Like Panama City Beach, you can't
technically
drink there
banned
anymore.
that
Oh, I didn't
on
know
the
that.
Beach, yeah,
Like that was
Because
a huge
they
spring
increased,
break,
like, pollution
spring
by,
break
like,
spot.
700%.
That and like people were just getting fucking
And dying.
underages and fucking DUI. It's just like
People
every
were just
time you looked
fucking
at somebody.
fucking in circles on the beach.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna have that.
I mean, you're not going to die that way, but
I mean,
What way?
Getting-
fucking in a circle on a beach.
If you're
Oh.
getting fucked by 13
Fucking
people,
in a circle on a beach. That's a Jimmy Buffett song.
sounds more like a Kenny Chesney.
It does. It does. But yeah. So the
I think
line
it was just the way
guy,
he
the
sang
cool
it.
part was it was a mix of an older and younger crowd. Like there was literally 40, 50, 60-year-olds out there dancing with the 20 and 30-year-olds. So it was a hodgepodge of
So
everything.
which group were you
It
part
was a
of?
melting pot.
We were a part of everything. I wouldn't say we were part of either group.
But if you were like, oh, I'm gonna go out there and dance, were you dancing with the 40, 50-year-olds?
I was dancing
It
with
didn't matter.
everyone.
It didn't matter. We danced with everyone. Yep.
That wasn't the intention. By the end of the night, you weren't. Who were you trying
Which
to?
night? Which night are you talking?
Who,
Because
who are you trying
every
to end
night-
your night dancing with? The 30 to 40
I was just there to have a
year
good time. I
or
was
the
dancing with
20
everyone.
Well, it depends which night you're
8 to-
talking about, because you're talking the night that we had those girls go with us. That's a different story. Then we're talking the 20-year-olds that had that
So
came with us.
your target of the
You're
night
20.
went
I
from
feel
like
no, I not I said
41
20 something,
night-
not 20-year-old.
They're closer to 30.
I feel like
Actually,
Logan's
they
like
were
Oprah
30.
right now, like asking us, or fucking Barbara Walters here asking us questions.
Damn, I have to, but I don't know what I can and
By
can't
the age-
ask.
So one story that Jordan didn't tell when we were in the group message was, my first night there was Friday night. Me, him, and Kyle this was later in the evening. We were in the Lonnie Kai, and Norman and Lexi went out to the car because they were just ready to go. And there was a
They're banging it
nacho.
out in the car.
No, there was a nacho stand next door to there. They get nachos, and they're sitting in the Jeep eating their nachos. Well, in front of them, in the fucking parking lot, this couple starts going at it. And then she starts giving this dude a blowy in the parking lot in front of them while they're eating their nachos.
Right in front of the Jeep.
Yep. Yep.
That just goes to show.
Nachos in a show.
The classiness.
That's-
Yeah, nachos in the
at,
show.
at the drive-in.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. It was
But you're right. That just goes to show the
Yes,
classiness
the
of
classiness of
Fort
Lonnie Kai.
Oh, we
Myers.
could have had it. We could have had it set up to where we could have called Norman.
I wish we could have called that couple that was having the blowy in the parking lot. That would have been
Yeah,
a better
that'd be cool.
conversation to
We
have.
call the dude that got a fucking handy in a Jeep. That was the thing that happened.
No, it was a lap dance in a Jeep, he said.
And a handy in a bar.
Handy in the bar and a
I
lap
thought
dance.
I heard about a handy
thought
in a
somebody got a
Jeep
handy
and a
in a
handy
Jeep.
in a bar.
I don't think anybody got a handy in the bar or the Jeep.
Oh, I must have read
It
that
was a lap
wrong.
dance of the car. Kyle was getting a lap dance in the back
Oh.
from Kirsten.
Oh, Kirsten. Okay.
You saying it like that? Oh, Kirsten. Like an old timey.
Son of a.
You're like an old timey
God
detective.
damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. That's how you got to say it.
Jesus Christ.
Because
really?
who asked the question in the group message if
Matches.
if you didn't come, is it still a handy?
I did.
And that, okay, yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, your guys' reasoning, I understood that
Yeah,
at
it's
that
just a
point.
shitty handy.
Just
Just a
bad
city
one.
hand job. The Sandy.
Sandy. Ooh, that's Fort Myers Beach Andy right there.
Except for it wasn't on the
Sandy.
beach.
Isn't that's like a main character? on
No, but
SpongeBob.
that's
Everything's covered in salt and
That's
sand.
the other thing. You walk outside the Lonnie Kai and they have fucking tables set out on the beach. And
Just
once
sit here and get a handy.
once the sun goes down, there's
Andy's
fucking
here.
couples everywhere that are outside fucking macking on these tables.
like
making
Yeah.
out,
Going
like
at it.
handies,
See,
girls
when
are
I
sending
go to the
guys.
beach,
Like
it's way different than this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
what kind
because
of-
you're going there. You're not going at nighttime.
I literally, we get
This
a
is
house on the beach.
Okay,
Fort
but
Myers
this is-
Beach is a giant
but-
park.
If you
Okay,
got a
exactly.
private beach
That's
with
what
the
I'm saying.
house,
You're going like a
You don't got-
residential area.
you don't got
This is
you don't
outside
got
a bar.
bitches fucking.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like
This is
my,
outside a resort.
I'm just saying my beach experience in the last fucking 15 years is way
Yes.
different
Yes.
than this.
Because you're going with your family in front of a residential house. We were in front of a
I know.
low,
It's
younger
low
age.
income bar.
I was gonna say, low income bar. Dude,
No, never mind.
it was cheap. You could
That's probably why they don't make any money. Can't do any renovations
down.
because they give you
hands down, absolutely.
They give you
Yep.
6 shots in a shot.
And
Yeah.
not to mention, half the change they were giving back was wrong. Like the one time Kyle got back like double what he paid.
If they've been open since 1980, they don't give a shit because there's this many
We have
people
no
coming.
idea how.
Be
So many
trashed
people. Yeah.
Yes.
and
Well, I
fucking-
mean, they probably make enough money that it doesn't fucking matter.
maybe you guys were lucid enough that they were like, okay, we'll just do this. But then when people are so fucked up, they're like, okay, we'll just charge them like 10 times extra.
I think they pay their bills probably just from spring break alone. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
not
than
really
any
nothing.
other time, they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But like Jordan, like we don't think their bartenders were trained at all. Like we
Not at all.
like
Not a
no.
single fucking bit.
Can I get this? How do you
Like
make that?
Jack and Coke, or what goes in a Jack and Coke?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
It
mean,
was
if-
it was literally the bare minimum. You weren't gonna go in there and order a Mai Tai
No.
or fucking. I don't even think they could have made a margarita. To be honest with you,
No
No one can make a good margarita.
definitely.
Now,
Lexi
Lexi
can.
can.
Lexi made the
made-
best margarita I've ever had. in my
Yeah,
life.
me too.
False. Margaritas
Swear.
are shit.
That's not true. It was the
That's
best margarita I've ever
true.
had. She fresh squeezed the fucking the juice from the limes.
Margaritas are trash.
Logan's just drunk.
I feel like
If it's not whiskey or bourbon, it ain't good.
Yeah.
I feel like you go on record in the last 10 years of me saying that margaritas aren't good at least 10 times.
Why?
I do
what
not.
don't you
I
like?
do not like margaritas.
What do you not like about them?
Tequila.
Yep.
Yeah,
A
that's
plus. You can make
You're
me
a
a
Jones. You're supposed to like tequila.
If you
My
can make
mom
me a bourbon
could
margarita
chug
and
a
it'd be
fucking
good, I
handle
would
of
drink.
tequila, but
Suns are up 13, by the way.
really?
So, yeah, I mean that's kind of the synopsis. Other than that, I haven't really had a whole lot else. School's out for the year, and
I was about to do it.
kind of get out and get in some summertime and get some summer stuff going. But it
Like
was a
like
fun
golfing.
trip.
Wait a minute.
What?
Didn't you start a new job?
Yeah, I'm working at Lowe's. I'm not really that excited about it, but
Dealing with the lumber.
no offense to my boss that's probably going to listen to this, but
No offense to Lowe's, but I hate you already.
you could tell I could start any fucking job right now and I wouldn't be excited about it because I don't want to have to work 2 jobs. If it was a full-time job and I was working full-time, I'd be happy, but I'm not happy working fucking 3 jobs.
Better than $9 an hour.
I know,
fucking
I know. It's
padding your
$9.50.
For a job that you need
Jesus.
a degree
I'm
for.
aware. I'm aware.
I would give them $8 an hour to fuck off.
How about you just
I'm gonna
keep
pay
your money?
you.
I'll pay you to just fuck right off
yeah.
for a week.
Eat some shit.
So
Suck my
Make some
dick.
people a fucking working wage.
Because you make more. You make more than enough money.
Yeah.
You can pay me.
Hold on.
on the topic, you got a topic you want to talk about?
I do, but I just wanted to mention, do we put your mic down?
Wait. I would love it if everyone quit fucking judging me on my mic placement.
I didn't say a word.
'Cause
Mike is the only
we
one
are-
that has
we are
always
through-
like pull your mic down.
Because
We
I can
are
see
through-
the levels from here, and I know
we
when
are
it's
through
not picking
20
you up.
weeks, and there's not been
21.
1 week where it's like,
Logan,
God
you're doing a
damn
very
it,
good job with
Logan,
your
you just
mic.
need to fucking pull your mic
No,
closer.
I'm anywho. So well, I was just gonna say that we golfed today too. That was fun. So
Oh, we did golf today. You're correct.
That we did.
Jordan, how many balls you lose?
Too many.
I think it was
Lost a lot
just
of
on the
balls.
back. You got frustrated on the back.
Yeah, you did.
I did get frustrated on the back.
you were dying on the back. You
Well,
were
it's
half
like-
alive.
And Jordan
plus,
can't breathe.
My sinuses are fucking crazy, so I was using that as a very large excuse.
Jordan or Logan, can you give me a beer as well, please?
I still thought Mike's
No.
shot that hit the tree was the funniest shot I've ever witnessed in
Oh
person.
yeah,
It
he's
was.
like, ah,
If anybody has a patent on water repellent balls,
The one guy actually, he
Gold
rode
beer
by on
by
the golf
him.
course, or he rode by and he was like, when I was looking for him and he was looking for his, he was like, too bad these things don't have GPS on them. And I was thinking, I'm like, God, what a brilliant idea that
Yeah,
would
but that would be so hard to do.
imagine that you have
Why?
to. You
You
could
have a
have
sync. You have
Because you're hitting it with a fucking
the
golf club
amount
every
of
time.
impact that
You
they
have-
take every shot.
okay, but you guys aren't under. Okay, they have that. They have them at Top Golf. That's what Top Golf is.
Yeah, you know how shit those golf balls
Yeah,
are?
but it's a GPS inside every single one that it literally will tell you where it went, how far you hit it, and everything. I mean, it might not be as great as the fucking top-notch ones you're
But th-
buying.
those
but what I'm
balls are
saying
not.
is,
Those balls are not as
they're-
good as even the $15 balls you bought.
I mean, I get what you're saying,
You
but
can see
if you could fucking,
You can
Put-
make
if you-
Pro V1s.
that's what I'm
I'm fucking
saying.
chipping them.
If somebody
I
would
mean, you can
create
do
something,
that.
that's a
But
good
to do that,
quality
you have
ball.
to take part of the ball out to add the chip.
Absolutely, but
which
I'm
is
saying
gonna make the
you
ball
construct,
perform
you
less.
construct a ball.
Look, I'm telling you,
based off
somebody
of-
can figure it out.
And then,
Yeah.
then they would sell them for $50. You'd buy a $50 ball, and what happens when you hit it in the water?
Then you go get it. You know
Guess
what's
what?
at.
You know where it's at. Yeah,
I know where it's at
You go
too. When I
swing
hit my
the
fucking
shots.
normal ball in the water, it's in the water, and I'm not getting it.
I'm telling you, I think there's a patent out
Well,
there
let's
that he
do
has.
it.
Fucking riding on dolphins, doing flips and shit.
With the golf ball.
In the fucking pond at Oak Harbor Golf Club.
There's
Hey, Adam
dolphins.
Sandberg was that fucking boats in or like we're on a boat.
Oh.
That was that song, I think.
Fucking gator titties.
Sucking gator
Sucking-
titties.
You've been in Florida for a week and you just come
Dude,
back
no.
sucking gator titties.
I came back sucking gator titties, and I came back and got the jet skis out. I'm fucking ready to rock and roll.
and now
I'm-
you're sick and you can't even talk.
No, my sinuses are.
No, I lost my voice down.
It's that gator. It's that gator milk
Gator
them
titties.
titties.
Gator titty milk.
fucking
man.
up your
Got
sinuses.
me all fucked up.
Better than that, no almond milk.
What?
Wait, what? Is that old Alma milk? Who's Alma?
Isn't that there's a language
What
thing?
old lady named Alma Titch you
Alma.
been fucking sucking on?
She was dancing. She had a cowboy hat on.
What is going on?
This is what happens
All right.
at fucking
He's over here
Lonnie
watching the
Kai.
Suns game. He's not
That's
entertained with us.
fine.
I'm not, that's the game cast. It just shows the score.
It was interesting though because when we were down in Florida, it's the same thing up here. As you noticed, there were now hiring signs everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere.
There's jobs everywhere, but I feel that there's a lot of jobs out there, but not a lot of careers out there.
No, you're right. I mean, there's multiple hourly 10, 15, hourly jobs, but there's not as many full-time salary jobs as what there were.
Like specific jobs.
Okay,
Right.
but,
Sure.
so does that? Are you saying that just as a general fact, or you think like that's a part
It's just
of?
a observation. I'm saying that as an observation. I haven't
Okay.
seen many. I've been looking for jobs,
No, that's fine.
and I
just feel like the biggest argument when it comes to that is like people are saying like, oh, like the unemployment and all this has been, you get more money staying at home than you would at a job, so that people don't want to go to work. But then people are like, oh, well, no one wants to go to work when they can go make more money, fucking doing something else, and the capitalism is like fucking taking advantage of you. I don't know if that's what you're getting at. Or
that's not what I'm getting at all. I was just
All right,
saying. I
that's
was just saying.
That's just what I've seen, and I just tied it to what you said.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
that's
no,
what
for
I'm
sure,
saying.
for sure. That's
Yeah.
that's a valid point. But I was just saying that I've noticed that there's like you go past fast food restaurants, you go past mom and pop shops, you go past
Books throwing his bacon.
just anything like Walmarts and things like that, and they all are hiring and they need people. Same thing with just places that aren't career based where you need a college degree or something
Okay.
like that.
My question is though, is like, so you say like, oh, there's no careers out there, like no one's
You can
hiring
make any
for
job a career,
careers,
You
but
can make
like,
any job a career.
but obviously all these people, all these places were doing okay before whatever X, Y, or Z, and now they're not, and no one wants to go work those jobs because they want careers. Is that just everybody all of a sudden being like, oh, you know what? All at the same time, I want a job where I can fucking work for 40 years and fucking retire with a great 401k, all that? Or is it just like,
I think it's just a combination of the two.
I don't want to go back
I
to
don't
what
want
I
to
was.
go back. I don't want to go back to working at TJ Maxx because I'm right now.
because
I'm
it's
making
not
more. You know what I
staying at
mean?
home.
Yeah. Why would I go work a retail
Right,
job? when I
but
can stay
at the
home
same time, are all those people going to go out and get the degrees and shit that all these other people
No.
have worked
I don't have a
super
degree.
hard for?
I don't have a degree.
Yeah, I know. Like, but me and you are kind of the same boat. I have a degree, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
But I'm also not leaving my job to make more money sitting at home and then being like, okay, well, I don't want to go back to that job because I can make more money if I went and got a degree to get a job here that requires a degree.
For sure, but you make more at your job than what you would at home, for one, and for two,
No,
you
that's
make
false.
more.
That's
That's
false.
false.
It's
That's
not
false.
It's not
Me
false at all.
sitting on unemployment that whole fucking 2 months that I did.
I'm saying
I made
I'm
more
saying
sitting
now.
at home.
I'm saying right now, today.
Right now that shit's gone.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, now, yeah, I make more.
That's why
working.
every place is hiring.
But
Because
that's what I'm
nobody
saying.
would
But all
go-
these, I feel like
nobody
all
was
these
going
people
back.
are like,
I know, I'm saying, I'm talking
here.
like currently right now is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, right now, if I was laid off, I'd be like, yeah, I need to get back to work.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was before it. Sorry, Mike. I was before.
Apologize to your microphone.
I did kind of. I smacked it. I was before, anyways, because I didn't like not. I don't like not working. So I was trying to get back to work, anyways. But I just feel like right now people are like, okay, well, I made more money at my job at Walmart sitting at home, so why would I want to go back there now when I know that like I could make more money sitting at home? Well, now that they can't make more money sitting at home, they're like, oh shit,
I still don't want to go back to
I don't want
Walmart.
to go back to fucking Walmart. So you're saying that those people are now looking for more career-based jobs, or they're just like,
I think it's more of a I
That's
just
my
don't want to
thing,
go
is
back
that-
to work.
I think that there's all those people didn't go back. They're not going back to work, things like that. And there's a lot more jobs, especially because companies have been expanding so much through all of this. They were getting extra money, things like that. And every company that I know of has expanded significantly just in this year alone. And with more expansion becomes more employees, becomes everything that involves an expansion in a company. So there's already the demand for workforce is already higher in general. There wasn't enough people to work throughout this anyway in general, and now they need more people to work, and they're just not there. And the people that want to go back to work want a career. They want to make more money.
but those are the same people that didn't go back to work because they were making more money sitting at home. Like all I'm saying is like
What population are you talking about?
if they want more of a career, like that's something that they could have been doing the whole time they were working at Walmart or
No,
something.
I was just saying in general, I noticed, I think the whole premise of this conversation was a little bit different than where we went, but I'm not mad about it.
No, yeah, you're right.
It
You are
definitely
correct.
was not where we were going to
You are
go,
correct, but
it's totally cool. I just think personally that there is a ton of jobs out there, but I don't think there is enough specialized jobs out there. Like, say, the people that actually go to school. Is it worth going to school? I think Goldsby, you had a good point earlier in what you wanted to bring up for this conversation in general. So why don't you?
No, I mean, you guys are saying. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can talk
so
about.
much to go off
there's
this.
there's
It's
definitely
market,
different
and
avenues.
There's a lot of different ways you can go with that. The school thing, I'm just very bitter on right now, so I'm not really the best person to talk to about college because I'm going to tell every person to never go to school in general. So, I mean, I'll tell every fucking person to not do it, but I'm also just very bitter towards that. But 10 years from now, that might be a totally different story for me. So,
And honestly, though, on that point, 10 years ago, it was a different story.
yeah,
10 years ago,
when we were going to school, like it was like you need to go to.
right.
If you don't go to college, you're not going to be
And, like,
successful.
And my whole thing on that, like, so it is a great goal, obviously, to go to college and make it through college. It's a great goal to have. And after you have that degree, like you're never gonna have a situation where you go to a job interview and they're like, "Oh, we need you to be more qualified."
Yeah, you're
starting out.
never going to be
Like you will always
underqualified.
be a step ahead as far
unless
as
you're
that
applying
goes.
for like some absurd thing, like
Right,
CEO
unless you're
jobs
going to
that
somewhere
all
like
the
you
time.
flat out know you don't need a degree. Someone's gonna look at your degree and they're gonna be like, "Okay, well, this person went to college." Like, you're always gonna be a step ahead in that regard, but it doesn't always
It
put
doesn't make you the better candidate.
It always doesn't make you the better candidate. It doesn't always put you further ahead of anybody right off the rip.
Yeah.
I feel like, once you get into somewhere and you're there for a while, like you might get into more stuff that deals with what you did in college for that,
Yeah,
where someone else might just be learning on the fly.
yeah. I think
But
there are jobs that require too many. Like I think some certain jobs should not require college degrees because some things you go online for and apply for, it's like a job that I know any one of us could do right now, but you need a required bachelor's in this field.
Right.
That like, what do you mean?
right,
The only ones I feel like should be is something that you need to
like a
maintain
fucking
certification.
doctor or something like that. Yeah,
Like to be an athletic trainer, you should have a degree in athletic training. To
Right.
be a physician, you should.
and
You
I
should
would say
be a doctor.
anything medical.
To be a
anything
nurse, you should
medical
have your-
because like
Oh,
I could
absolutely.
I could
Or
go
like
to-
accounting,
I could go to-
you should be certified and have a
Right.
degree in accounting.
Yeah, like I could go to college and be fucking undecided all 4 years and fucking just randomly get a fucking degree in, XYZ. But it
Yeah, I
doesn't make me
understand.
qualified to be a doctor just
yeah.
because I have a bachelorate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely like specified things, but I don't And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of the positions I feel like you don't need it, but
But it says you need it.
It says you need it, and if you go up against somebody who has,
it, they
say you're gonna go up in somewhere like for some like sales position, and someone's got a fucking degree in like,
marketing or
English.
That's not making them any better for the job.
If you have a relatively like similar resume,
everything else besides
if everything's the same in your resume, but they have a degree in English, they'll be like, "Oh, this person went to college. Like, we're probably gonna give it to them." Even if you were like a bartender for 10 years, fucking like worked in fucking
you worked
like a retail or something like that, or like your case, you worked the restaurant industry, fucking all that kind of stuff where you deal with people all the time. You deal with
skills that
everything.
I guarantee most of those people that went to college didn't ever get to experience.
Yeah. I mean, they might have been an English major and worked at not to be like stereotypical, but like worked at like a coffee shop or something for 2 years.
Yeah.
But they have a degree. So
or didn't work at all and just spent their whole time in the library.
Right.
Never even fucking talked to another human.
Means you might be super smart and you might be super, you know what you're talking about in this regard, but this person, if I throw this person out to talk to fucking a bunch of people about trying to sell something, and this person's probably gonna have more experience, but this person's got a bachelor's. So like, you know what? We're gonna cut our losses and put this person ahead of you.
Absolutely, and that goes to say too, because one thing that Goldsby was telling me before, that he is an interviewer. He just needs to get the interview, and he can talk because of his skills that he's acquired throughout the time. Maybe not even because of his college degrees or what he's been. But that's the thing. Like,
just give me an interview. I'll be fine.
Absolutely. I am not an interviewer. I want my paper to look good, and then I'm going to go in and I'll be like,
I need you to just give me the job. And then I show up and I'll do it.
I need this job, brother.
Give me the job. I'll show up and I'll do it. But if you want to talk to me about the job and all my past experiences, I'm like,
so bad. I'll have to rehearse and everything like that. But that just goes to show that like everyone is different.
Right.
And does a degree really define who you are as a worker? Does a degree necessary for?
I think we're slowly getting away from it.
I think so too, because another thing
in the past, it has been like college degree or you don't get a job besides McDonald's, fast food. You know what I mean? That was the stigma, and it's not necessarily true. But it's like, hey, go to college. Why would you not go to college when, in reality, you could be a welder and make $300,000 a year.
Right. Absolutely. And it's not even just like trade work.
No.
Like trade work, it's always been there. It will always be there. And like you will always not have to go to college. But I feel like even like starting your own shit or like just knowing the right people and like getting yourself in the right fucking avenues, other stuff, you don't necessarily have to go to college. You just have to get in the right.
Exactly. Like you can work in a business.
You have to get in the right door, which is obviously not easy.
Yeah, you just got to come in the right door.
You just got to come right in there. You just come in the door. They'll be like, "Oh shit, was that your?" Yeah, come right in.
Oh, yeah, that's your come.
But I know what you're saying. Like, if you know someone that, say, you know the CEO of something, and you're good, and like they're gonna get you a position at their company,
right?
And you're going to, you don't.
No even if you don't know the CEO, even if you know,
that was an extreme example. Like, but if you know someone that's gonna get you a job, and all you have to do is start working there, and then you spend 5 years there, and look, you've been promoted twice.
And I think that's kind of like it's always been like that, but I think now more than ever, in your case, you're thinking that school, all the fucking time and energy put into school doesn't seem worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So maybe it's always been there, but it's not like it's easy. So like
you went to school, Gage. You went to college.
Yeah, a lot.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think I have a different perspective because my degrees are medically based.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want somebody doing what I do that doesn't have a degree that I have.
Yeah, for sure. What about a teacher? What about a teacher that went to school for 4-6 years and got their teaching license and they got a teaching job right out of college?
I don't know what you're asking, but teachers should be paid more.
I think so too, because there's only one reason that you go to school to be a teacher. That's because you're passionate about it, or there's two. You're passionate about it, you really want to be a teacher and teach kids and give children a brighter future, or you want your summers off. That's the only two reasons you're a teacher. So not for money, because they don't get paid fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. A union electrician gets paid double what fucking teachers get maxed out at. majority.
I mean, it also
teachers max out
depends the school district and
for sure,
all
but
that shit. Because
it's like
some of these schools in the
The-
rich places,
The
the
disparity
teachers,
is
the
definitely-
yes, it's like come on, there's something wrong there, and I think that's a broken education system in this country, in my opinion. I think that's
I think
silly.
the whole educational system as a total from kindergarten to college is broken. All
yeah,
of it.
absolutely.
College right now to me is literally a way for the government to put you in debt. You get
Old Sally Mae.
you get a degree that's you pay $60K for to get a job that pays you $40K.
You got to pay what percent?
And you got to pay
Every
a fucking
fucking-
23% interest rate or some shit that
Right.
it takes you 10 years to pay off $60K that ends up you paying $97,000.
And then as soon as you graduate, they send you a pamphlet. Hey, you're an alumni now.
Can you donate some money?
Yeah, donate
Yeah.
money.
I
Like,
gave you $60
motherfucker,
fucking $1,000.
what the fuck have I been doing for 6 years?
Yeah, like I know a couple teachers that have been teaching for 15 years, and they still are paying on student loans.
Well, that is also their.
insane.
So I understand what you're saying, but that's also to an extent their fault because there's programs that get those student loans forgiven after 10 years if you're a teacher.
But still, 10 years sounds like a lot.
No, there's not.
Yes,
Not forgiven. No, there's not. You
Yes.
can get a portion of it, but it's up to a certain amount. Not like my aunt is literally going through the same process right now, and she's told me that you get a portion of it as a teacher, but you cannot get your
I mean, you still have to
unless
pay.
you have a lower
You
amount.
have to pay for 10 years.
But yes, after so much, like,
But then
you can. Yeah, I mean, you can. You're still.
It's not.
They're not just gonna.
You still have to, you don't just not make
you're
payments
out.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
You
What
still have
happens
to pay on it, and then after
What
those 10
happens if
years,
you just don't pay?
it's like deferring on a loan.
So it goes to the IRS or something?
I mean, you can file bankruptcy and get them.
yeah, but your
gone.
credit goes down the
Yeah.
drain, and you got to start from scratch. And we all know we're just a number, so you pretty much are what your credit score is.
I am
That's about
1, 3,
it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
He just told us his social security number.
That's a
I told
high.
you- I
That's a
told you
highest
by-
credit score.
I told you my binary name.
What?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
ones and zeros, so 32-bit, 64-bit. What do you got?
I know. I said like 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So are we all agreeing that college sucks? Or
Yeah.
I think that college is. I wish I would have went to college. Honestly,
I mean,
wish I
did.
would have.
I did go to college.
I went in high school, and then I was a few credit hours shy of getting my degree, and I said I fucking hate technology and I hate computers, and I went on a completely different path.
Yeah, I mean, I
And-
got my degree in music. Now I'm a carpenter.
Yeah, you kind of went two different ways.
And I don't get me wrong, like
You are right, Mike. That's my bad.
I would really
It's like
rather
19K or some
be
shit like that, which is absurd.
in the area of work that I went to school for because I would much rather be doing that. I think even if I would have fucking like dove right in and fucking got it, because like I planned on moving. Like if I would have moved and like got a job right in it, I don't know if I'd be making as much money as I am now.
Probably not.
Doing what I
Would
mean,
you be
I
happier?
would like it more. I think
Exactly.
I'd be happier, but I think also right now I could make myself happier if I would just because like with music and shit, like I could still do that stuff. I just don't make the time for it.
I wish I would have went to school just for the experience factor, and
What
think-
experience factor? Like dorms and fucking
no meeting people,
right.
social
well,
life.
that's what I mean. So like
and-
I didn't. So my school was not that. I went to fucking Terra and I did not talk to anybody except for my fucking
Well, that's
instructors.
you. That is you.
Right,
I
but
also
I-
went to Terra.
I know, but I meant
I
are
talked
you-
to a
are-
lot of people.
I meant, are you like talking like going to like a 4-year
I'm
college?
talking a 4-year college,
'Cause
staying on
I agree.
campus. That's what I'm talking. I
Because
wish I
on
would have
that-
did that.
On that point, I agree. Because like if I would have just went to Ohio State like I planned on doing, I think my life would have been way different.
I think so too.
Just going there and fucking meeting people and fucking.
You probably would have come in different dumpsters.
Oh, I like the dumpster that I came in.
That I came in.
But I do know what you're saying. And
You would have come in different
all-
dumpsters.
away from that point, I agree.
I just think that my life would be different now too. It would be totally different. But I wish I would have did that just in the aspect of meeting different people, finding new opportunities, and potentially having a career that I wake up every morning and genuinely enjoy
We
doing.
actually want to go to.
I don't care about money anymore. I used to be money, work as many hours as I can, 60, 70 hours a week. Now I'm like, give me 40 or less. I don't want to work fucking no more
And
than
really,
that.
I
Fuck
mean,
off.
if you found a job that you really liked, like you're probably gonna work more than 40 anyways, but you wouldn't even realize it.
Exactly. But I don't know. Time to me is worth so much more than money anymore. I'm over it, and I live a pretty simple life already. I think I can simplify even more. I'd rather spend time with people that I care about, do things that I like to do. I don't need a shit ton of money to do that. Porsche would be nice, but what do you got, Goldsby?
What's your
I'm
how's your life
rich
gonna be
great
any
uncle
different?
Bill Gabe.
I don't want to do anything. I don't want to make as much money, but I would like to drive a Porsche.
I would like a Porsche.
See, I'm just so far one side or the other. Like I want to drive a Porsche, but yet I'm about to go camp in the woods and eat fucking grass for fucking 7 days.
You don't have to do that.
I know, but I'd like to.
Literally berries off the tree. That's what
Why,
he's really on.
you can bring food.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring food, but it's like, I'm gonna be.
No,
No, I have to.
Extremely
I have to
primitive.
find everything. I'm just
I'm
going
gonna-
with my car, and I'm parking it 3 miles away, and then I'm walking to where I'm
And
staying.
even if I find berries and fruits and nuts, I'm just gonna eat grass. Just
I'm gonna
grass.
graze like the
Like
cattle
Cattle.
with the cattle.
So is it you that's been out there practicing on my lawn? No, my grass is all dead. You
No,
just
he had to
ate
move
it
on to
all?
the neighbor's lawn because you killed your lawn.
Yeah, it's dead. I can fuck. Well, I'm not gonna eat dead grass.
I didn't kill my lawn. So now on episode 21, it's time for
The word of the week.
What is this week's word of the week, Jordan?
The word of the week is titty. Nope.
Titty nope.
Titty, nope.
Titty nope.
Can you?
is that one word?
Yeah, titty nope. One
thought
word.
you said
Titty
that
nope.
was- see
that titty. Nope.
Now let me see that titty. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Down to the
Nope.
floor.
Okay, so
titty nope.
titty no.
One word.
How's-
Titty
how's
nope.
it- how's
It's
it
English
spelled?
language. Titty nope.
TITTYNOPE.
Yes.
That's not. There's no. That's real.
Yes, it's a real word. It is a real word. It's titty nope.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Can you tell me the word?
I
you want me
already-
to tell you the definition, or you
I
say
already-
the sentence
no,
first?
I already
Yeah,
said the
first.
sentence.
Okay.
Let me see them titty.
Um,
No.
We need to guess what these mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just give you a hint.
Read the fucking. Put it in a sentence.
Okay.
Put it in a sentence.
If it's on dictionary.com, it has a sentence underneath it.
It's
You're lying to us.
it's on Cultural Connection, so it's
So that's not dictionary.
it's in the dictionary. It's not even an urban dictionary. It's in the dictionary. This is a real word. But okay, so it is basically.
Are you putting it in a sentence, or are
No,
you telling us?
You want me to put it in a sentence? I'm done with this. All
How
right.
many times do we have to tell you
Okay.
that?
All right.
You asked the question, we said yes, and you still couldn't figure it out.
After dinner, I still had a bit of titty nope on my plate.
Like leftovers?
Close.
Close. Yeah. Very,
Is
very.
this sentence being said by a cannibal?
No.
So it doesn't have anything to do with real titties.
No, it has nothing to do with actual titties.
Oh, really?
This is the most
Titty nope.
non-inappropriate word of the week that I've had.
I mean, titty in a word is kind of inappropriate, but
I mean, it
But
was
this
really
is
funny
an
when you
titty
said
nope.
it. All right, what the fuck does it mean?
Okay.
It's gonna be like mashed potatoes or something fucking stupid.
The scattering of crumbs left on one side of the plate. The dozen or so grains of rice sitting at the bottom of the bowl. A few drops remaining in the glass are not mere leftovers. They are titty nopes.
You know.
so it's a plural.
Where the fuck does that stem from? Who was like, oh, hey, there's a little bit of titty nope left in there. Drink it up.
What's the origin?
Drink it up.
I don't know. Probably. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. We can figure that out at a later
God,
date.
there it was.
I bet we don't.
Anyway, I wish I had my bell out because that's perfect. Jordan said figure it out. That's every episode too.
Titty nope.
Titty note.
And that's been the
Word of the week.
That's an actual word. These old words sound dirtier than they really are. Dictionary.com.
Ooh. Oh, I thought you were
Imagine
reading
saying
something.
that. Hey, finish up that titty nope.
Cooper, eat your titty notes.
Eat that titty nope. Hey, that
You put a T on the end.
I know, titty notes.
Wait a minute, you just put a T on there. There's not a
What is
T.
it, titty nope or
Titty
titty
note.
nope?
Titty note. Titty note, no, titty. Titty.
You sound like an Irish song.
That's like a fucking.
I'm thinking like a country, like a.
I'm thinking like an auction.
Titty, two no titties.
It's not like an auction here. Like, but this city, oh, this city, oh, nope. This city, nope. This city, nope.
Can I get a titty? Can I get one titty, two titty, titty. Hey, I gotta get one. Titty, two, titty, two, titty, three, titty. I got one. Titty, 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 nope. Titty, nope, nope. Titty, nope, nope.
Going once, now
Titty
going
gets
twice.
down
So,
to-
do titty in the second row.
I was sold to the titties in the second
I'm
row.
so happy you picked that up, dude. Now I'm sold to the titty. Second row. She's an ain't, she's not.
Titty, nope.
She's a titty.
She's got titties, nope.
Oh, shit.
That was great, man.
Sorry to all the females who do not have titties.
You're such a nice guy.
Can I get a top 5?
No,
No, you cannot.
you cannot
Oh,
today.
okay.
This week we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do a little different from the
Huh?
no
Yo,
top 5.
What?
What accent was that?
I was reaching forward. I couldn't breathe.
What were you reaching for?
My beer.
Are you ready to play a game? Kids.
You had to have why'd you have kids?
Because he always makes it weird with kids.
You want to play a game? Kids.
All right, so this week's
It's a
game is
weird
kind of,
ass fucking party clown.
this
Like,
week's game is similar to like what we played before, but it is called Winery or Rehab. So I'm going to give you a name, and it's either a winery or it is a rehab.
Really bad at these games, but I'm down.
No, you were fucking terrible at the first one.
Okay, so how did we do this last time? I read you one, and then you say which
No, we
one.
all just read the same. You just read the same, and we kept
Okay,
score.
you're
but
right,
I don't-
you're right,
We
you're
don't
right.
have to keep
Okay.
score.
I mean, I kind of like when we keep score, but
We gotta keep score.
Grab that notebook. That's
Jordan
on
stopped
the
bringing his notebook for
on
some
the
reason.
bookcase. It's literally right out the door. Don't go out there and do a bunch of dumb shit. Just grab the fucking notebook.
So this is similar
luck.
to the
It's
hipster
fine.
joint or kids book that we played before, but this is
He's gonna
winery.
bring something else.
or
in there that's
rehab.
not the notebook.
So cue
what are you doing?
Amy Winehouse.
I said it's on the corner of the bookshelf.
try to make me go
Right next
to
to
rehab, and I said no, no, no.
That every time we play this song, every time we play this game from now on, that's gonna be the intro. Logan
but-
singing that. What?
But that only works because this one's rehab or winery. We're doing like children's book.
No, we'll play this again.
Rehab.
All right, here we go. You guys ready?
We can make the same jingle for everyone.
There's
too.
15 of these, so
Oh shit!
you guys have opportunities to
Let's
score
do
some
Lightning
points.
round.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. First one, Ambrosia.
What were the what were the two
Winery,
options?
winery or
I
rehab.
fucking hate you. George should be disqualified right now.
Why? Because he put his sunglasses
Oh,
on.
he said, "What are the two options?"
Everyone's hold on. Not
I'm
because he
saying-
put his sunglasses on.
They were like Matrix, fucking when you weren't
Hey.
here. Both sunglasses on, looking at me, and I was like,
Ambrosia.
Winery.
Rehab.
winery.
Rehab.
Oh, nice.
That's the only lead Jordan will have today.
Turning point.
This definitely sounds like it's should be a rehab, but I'm gonna say it's a winery.
I'm gonna say rehab.
Shit, I kind of agree. That was my first thought. I'm gonna go winery.
It's a winery.
All right.
There's Jordan's lead.
That was like a here.
We're tied up.
That was teed up way too high.
Yeah, it was too easy.
Creedmoor.
Is it one word or two?
That's
words?
winery.
One word.
I say winery.
That's
Winery.
Creedmoor.
Winery.
It's a rehab.
Oh no, we got a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are a little tougher than I thought the
Yeah,
last
these are-
one
these
was.
are pretty tough.
Owl's Nest.
Winery.
Owl's Nest.
Yeah.
Rehab.
It's not like too punny to be.
I guarantee there's a Owl's Nest winery somewhere.
For this sake, it's a rehab.
It sounded like it was too jokish to be.
There's
A
also,
rehab.
I mean, if you Google it, it's a rehab. Endless Summer.
Fucking that's rehab.
Sounds like a yeah.
Endless Summer.
I want to say rehab, but I
Ended
know
summer.
I know if I say rehab, it's gonna be a winery.
I'm saying rehab.
Endless Summer. 10 seconds.
Winery.
It's a winery. I don't think you
Did he
said
say
that.
rehab?
Yeah, he did. He tried to sneak it in there.
You're not cheating. You're not trying.
This is literally recorded.
The audience will know. We might not know, though, but
Well, he'll know tomorrow.
correct. Auburn Road.
Auburn Hills.
Ooh, Auburn Road.
Winery.
Auburn
Winery.
Road.
No, you know
winery.
what? That's too much, too close to a winery. I'm gonna say fucking.
I'm going winery.
Winery.
Rehab.
Rehab.
Why
Let's
are
say
you
rehab.
struggling so hard with 2 words?
'Cause I keep thinking. Never mind.
Why not rehab?
Auburn Road is a winery.
Oh yeah. He shakes his head like, "It's a dumb. It's a dumb name."
This is the
for
dumbest
fucking
game I've ever played in my life.
Renaissance Ranch.
Winery.
Renaissance
I think
Ranch.
it has to be winery, right? A Renaissance Ranch.
Rehab.
Definitely rehab, but I'm going winery
If you know it's a rehab, then why are you going against it?
because
Because he's not very good at this.
yeah.
Renaissance Ranch.
Mhm.
Like it sounds like it would be
You
like
got a
a
50-50 shot, Logan. Fucking
I'm
pick one.
going fucking winery.
It's a rehab.
Yes.
Damn.
You said winery. You said I think it's a rehab, but I'm going to say winery.
This one's a little tough. I'm going to read it twice here. Lighthouse at Ventnor. Lighthouse at Ventnor.
Makes me think that it's a rehab.
Winery.
Fucking A.
Lighthouse at Ventnor.
Sounds like a place a goddamn
the-
nun would
There's
live.
something at Ventnor that makes you think fucking.
Rehab.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Winery.
It's a rehab.
What the fuck?
Wait, I didn't,
Lighthouse
I didn't
at
answer,
Ventnor.
so I'm gonna guess.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Didn't he?
No, you said it makes me think it's a rehab,
Oh,
and you said
sorry.
rehab, but I'll give you the point.
Okay, well, yeah, so it's close.
Jordan got the first one right, by the
Can
way.
we have an
That's
update on the score, please?
it. 5-4-1.
There's 7 remaining. Dove's Nest.
Winery.
Winery.
Church.
Dove's Nest.
Gonna re-guess your answer to one that actually
Fucking,
counts.
it's a goddamn rehab.
It's going to be a rehab.
It's a rehab.
Yes. Open the books, Gage.
It's a dove, isn't dove like
Dove's Nest is a rehab.
the signal of like rebirth?
Purity. This one's tough.
That's not the
That's not
sound.
how-
That's not how a dove makes. That's
I
not the sound
remember
it
when I wrote this down. I'm like, this one can go either way. New Hope.
Winery.
Winery.
makes. Winery.
It's a winery, yes.
It definitely should be a rehab.
Yeah.
Which is what made me think it was a fucking winery because if you second guess New Hope,
I
made
shouldn't
me
have said
think
anything.
that,
I fucked
that made
up.
me think that
I
you
think
were
if you
like,
would have
this
just said
should,
New Hope, I would have 100%
Yeah.
said
Said
rehab.
rehab.
that made
Yeah, I
me think
fucked
that
up.
this should definitely be a rehab.
Tangled Oats.
Angled Oats, it's gotta be a winery.
Tangled
Sounds like-
Oats.
Sounds like it should be a brewery.
Sex clinic.
Well, you fucking
Why? No, time out. Why?
Tangled Dits.
Just
But
'cause you
why?
say it with
No
an
matter
accent.
what accent you say
let's
it
go
in.
to Tangled Dits. I don't know.
Winery.
I'm gonna say it has to be a winery. I mean, they're literally who's gonna go to rehab at Tangled Oats?
Or why?
Is it a winery?
It is. 4 remaining.
Jordan's almost to 5 points.
Spring Gardens.
Rehab.
Rehab.
Winery.
It's a rehab.
I was just thinking, man, every time you guys say the same thing.
That to me was like the textbook winery or textbook
Or
fucking rehab. Welcome to Spring
Spring Gardens.
Gardens.
Beaches.
Huh?
Winery.
Why?
All it is. Beaches.
Welcome to Beaches. I bet it's in fucking Utah.
Winery.
In church.
It's a church.
What? Priest.
There literally, there's only 2 options.
It's a rehab.
Rehab.
Did you say rehab? Is that
What did you say? Rehab.
That's
I said
you go there
rehab.
before you're an alcoholic.
You go to church and then you go. You're an alcoholic, you go to church and then you go to rehab.
All right.
Beaches. What are you saying,
Rehab.
Logan?
We both said winery. He said rehab.
It is a rehab. It's called Beaches
Nice.
Rehab.
Nice.
Well, not
You should've said that.
That's the full name. You guys said the
Just
full
said
name.
Beaches Rehab.
No, because I can't give
I,
you the
I
last.
bet we would have got. So Beach is a person.
I could have said Beaches Wine and be like, oh yeah.
Beach apostrophe F's. You should have said
Yeah.
that.
2 remaining.
How is it spelled?
Bunker Hill.
Winery.
That's a fucking rehab.
Winery.
Bunker Hill. It is a winery.
Dude, you shouldn't have said it so quick. I was going to change my answer.
He said it twice.
You said that's definitely a.
I can't see.
Last one.
Wait, what's the score?
9-8-5.
Ooh. Well, if we have a tie here, I've got a couple extras for sudden death.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say whatever Logan says. And then I
Say
automatically win.
we can.
Why?
Because that's
No.
how you win.
All right, let me answer first, and you answer.
Or how about,
No,
how about I
he has to
answer first?
Who's got 9?
I have 9.
He does.
I'll answer first.
Better check the score. Listen to this again.
I'll give you an
He's
honest.
shaving points over there.
I'll give you an honest, unbiased answer. He answers before I do, then I have to answer.
Okay. Shady Creek.
I know what my answer is.
My chopped
I
liver.
know what mine is too.
I'm looking at you to answer.
So he has to answer first.
So you answer.
What? Some chopped liver? In my
Because you're
opinion,
not in the
doesn't
hunt
matter?
No,
for
just because you're
points.
4 back.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave.
You don't have to leave.
Shady
Who's gonna
Creek,
take us out?
Jordan. Winery. Okay. He said winery.
All right.
Yes,
On
answer
3.
before me. No, you have to answer before me.
No, because then you can change your answer if you want to.
I already swore honesty. I have
All
my
right,
answer,
Shady Creek.
Mhm.
Rehab.
Shady Creek.
and that was my answer also. I swear to God.
I should have you guys write it down. It should be like Final Jeopardy.
Well, I mean, if him saying the same answer isn't going to benefit him at all.
No, it's not. That was my answer.
You're right. Because Jordan's the only one that's right there.
It's a
Gage
winery.
wins.
No.
What did
Last
you say?
point wins.
No, that's not how any
That's
game.
how every game
That's
works.
not how any game works.
Yeah, all of them.
Only
Maybe-
when it's called that
Yeah, if
way.
it's tied.
No,
Or-
that's when time's out. We had a lot of fun playing a game. It's all.
Yeah, but you had to be like, hey, last point wins.
Before
And
the
it has
last
to come
point.
from you, not from us.
No, I said it when I was in the hallway. Nobody heard me.
Actually ran downstairs and told Bree, so go ask Bree.
Me and Booker had a real deep
Go
conversation
ask Bree.
about
If
it.
Bree tells you last point wins, I'll give it to you.
No, I won't.
I don't even know how to set that up. So no. Good job. Good game.
You guys want one more?
Yeah, fuck it.
Arbors at Oregon.
That's like 2 places at once.
Mine's Winery.
Arbors at Oregon.
Oregon.
Church.
Mine's Winery.
Dude, church is
for
not
the
a fucking
fourth
option.
time. Church cannot be said.
Um,
Mine's Winery.
Arbors at Oregon.
Was in. What was the other one?
yeah, rehab. That's gonna be a winery.
Rehab.
Rehab.
Yes.
Nice.
It's in Oregon,
All
Ohio.
right, you basically said it. Last answer wins. Nice.
Well,
It's in Oregon, Ohio.
I was
Is it?
thinking Arbor. I was thinking Arbor
like up there?
Mist.
Like,
Oregon at the
10
Bay?
minutes away from here, yes.
Oh,
I was
really?
thinking Arbor Mist. That's what I thought. Of.
Yeah, that had to too. Bad naming on their part.
Not really. All people
That
that
was
are
actually perfect for what we were just discussing.
addicted to Arbor Mist, like just go to fucking Arbor
Who's
Oregon.
addicted to Arbor Mist?
What if I could just tape this to my
If you're an
chest?
alcoholic and
Why
that's
would
your
you? That thing's
fucking
heavy.
key is Arbor Mist,
Drink 6
Yeah, but
bottles
that
of
would
Arbor
like
Mist
if I just could have it
every
right
day.
here and not have to
I drink
hold it.
6 bottles of $3
Oh.
wine.
No, you should get like a.
I'm gonna buy a shirt and just make a little pouch for this, and I'll slide the
There's
legs.
probably you need like a what you
like a
call
GoPro chest thing. So fucking half human, half velociraptor.
Here's one.
Sometimes I wish I was a centaur.
Oxley Estate.
Sounds like it should be a rehab.
I'm gonna say Winery.
Sounds like it's like off a movie.
Oxley Estate.
Winery.
Which is dog.
That's the fuck
I'm
up.
done with Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's.
Oxley Estate is a winery in Ontario, Canada.
Hey. Hey.
Last one.
Hey.
Urban Pine.
Butcher shop.
Urban
Tanks
Pine.
meats.
Urban Pine.
Lumberjack. Cletus.
What was it again?
Urban Pine.
Urban Pine.
We
Rehab.
go rehab, yeah.
I'm gonna go binary.
Binary.
Can you say it in binary, please?
I do not choose either one.
1 0 0 1 1 4 5 6.
So Urban Pine
Is
is
it binary
a
1 or 0?
Yeah.
What is it, 5 6?
What is it?
it's called Urban Pine Winery located in Maumee, Ohio.
Hey, it said
I've been there.
Winery.
I've been
And on that note,